Welcome back. Now, the ANC in the Northern Cape is throwing its weight behind Cyril Ramaphosa. The province is backing Ramaphosa for a second term as party president, while the ANC will hold its elective conference come this December. And several other provinces also support a second term for Ramaphosa. So, is it already a done deal for him, or will other nominees such as Cyril Ramaphosa cause an upset? Let's speak to political analyst Lukhanyo Vangqa, joining me now to take this conversation forward. Lukhanyo, always a pleasure having you. Good morning and happy Monday. So, is this, a deal in the bag for Cyril Ramaphosa, given that the Northern Cape clearly, even with Zamani Sol, support him for a second term?
Morning, Chumelo. Yes, I think it's almost guaranteed that Cyril Ramaphosa will come back for a second term as ANC president. He is currently sitting on about 6 provinces that have endorsed him for a second term. And you compare that with 2017, going to Nasrec, he was sitting on about 5. And it's only 6 for now, with the potential to go up to 8, because Western Cape and Free State have yet to pronounce on their candidates. And it seems like CR supporters are in charge of both of those provinces. So it could go up to about 8 of the 9 provinces of the ANC going to the December conference could be supporting Cyril Ramaphosa for a second term. It seems like it's unlikely that Cyril Ramaphosa will be able to make it on the other side of this tunnel victorious. His political fortunes will go to die in December.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what happened the last time between Cyril Ramaphosa, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma, Didi Mabuza also coming up as deputy president. So you don't think that for some reasons Willem Kiza will come out and just give an upset just as the last minute?
No, it doesn't seem like it. There isn't enough of that skullduggery that we can see that things are not, yet accounted for. Like when we went to 2017, we knew when we went to 2017 that Didi Mabuza could be a wild card for the NDZ campaign. For now, we don't see any of those. You look at Didi Mabuza's own province, it seems to have forsaken him and has thrown their lot behind Cyril Ramaphosa is their first preference. So it seems like all the other provinces, about 8 out of 9 provinces of the ANC, agree on Cyril Ramaphosa getting a second term. And Zweli Mkhize's support is only limited to really KZN and not even the entirety of KZN, some parts of it.
Some critics have also mentioned that, or analyzed and criticized and foresawn that perhaps the Phala farm scandal, the handling of state capture, the corruption within this country, where we are with the economy, the dealings at Eskom, seemingly no resolution in sight, well, at least not immediately, might work against Cyril Ramaphosa, becoming president again for a second term. What do you make of everything, all the challenges that he had to deal with in his first term, in his administration, and how that could impact, of course, on his on elective conference?
It wouldn't impact him at all, Tumelo. The ANC is not a merit-based organization. It's a factional organization, and people make their decisions on who is going to lead them based on the factions that they belong to. All the litany of challenges that you have brought forward would necessarily disqualify from Cyril Ramaphosa from getting a second term, because the state of the economy, Eskom, how it is, and it's the leadership challenges there. You look at the Phala farm gate and all the scandals that are bedelving his presidency at the current moment. Usually in a different organization, those things would disqualify a leader from getting a second term. But the ANC is a factional organization. Those things won't affect him. The die has already been cast. People have already decided who they're going to support as their leader in December, and nothing can change their mind regardless of what happens. He can shoot someone down in Nasrec on the day of conference and they'll still elect him for a second term.
Yeah, and also, what do you make about the tripartite alliance? There's also been concern as to whether it's as strong as it used to be. The SACP, COSATU, as well as the ANC. We saw what happened quite recently with Gwede Mantashe trying to take to the podium to speak. We saw what happened in that particular conference. But again, Cyril Ramaphosa saying that, they remain a strong and united tripartite alliance. I just wonder, is that the case?
No, it's not the case. The president is delusional. The COSATU have made a decision that they are going to support SACP to contest for the 2024 elections. And that's the weakest the tripartite alliance has ever been. I mean, there have been challenges with the tripartite alliance, both under the Mbeki presidency and the Zuma presidency, but it has never gotten to this extent where one member of the tripartite alliance would make a decision to break away or remove their support from the ANC. It's never happened before. It's the mismanagement of the ANC politics that you can see themselves manifesting in the weakness of the tripartite alliance as things stand.
All right, we'll leave it then. I appreciate you, of course, adding your voice to this conversation. Political analyst Lukhanyo Vangqa joining me as we, of course, look ahead to December elective conference. The ANC having the Northern Cape having endorsed Cyril Ramaphosa, and Lukhanyo saying he does not think that Zweli Mkhize might be an upset for Cyril, seeing that, of course, Cyril already has 6 provinces backing him, and it might just be, a clean sweep. It might be a deal in the bag here for Cyril Ramaphosa. Of course, the proof is in the pudding. We'll have to wait and see come that conference only in December. But